Well, at the moment, Israel hasn't really scaled back its campaign in Gaza. Things have very much remained the same in terms of intensity, in terms of Israel's strategic objectives in the Strip. So this really hasn't had any significant implications in terms of the intensity of the conflict on the ground. But what you have also now seen is that with attention shifting to regional escalations between Israel and Iran, you have seen an increase in violence and an opening of a new front in the West Bank, where you've seen an influx of settlers and IDF soldiers. So I think that's really the front that we should all be paying attention to, as well as Gaza.
We're seeing the comments I was just mentioning there from the German Minister for Foreign Affairs appealing for diplomatic means in this situation. And we're going to have a European summit in Europe this week. This topic has been added to the agenda. It was not meant to be a topic of conversation for the leaders. But my question to you is, what would you like to hear from the heads of state in Europe when they gather this week?
Well, I think Iran has already made it very clear that this escalation could have been avoided had the heads of state, Israel's allies, the UK, France, the US, already issued a condemnation of what had happened. Now, obviously, they didn't. That's too late. But it would be, it would be ideal to hear a more balanced condemnation of what has happened. This was not an Iranian provocation. This was something that violated Iranian sovereignty, which, many commentators have already, analyzed and explained. So it would be good to hear a more balanced and fair condemnation, of both sides, that this wasn't something that was just simply unprovoked. And more importantly, I think it's also worth considering the regional escalation beyond just Iran and Israel. This is having implications for other states that have now had to involve themselves, including places like Jordan, Egypt. Jordan especially has a very, it is currently, in terms of its stability, is very precarious. And now its current involvement with what had happened 2 days ago has really put the regime in quite a situation now.